not. And you might hear some things come out today. It's embarrassing. Let's give Chano a round of applause. All right, Chano, past president. Quick story. He was in charge, and then they got me involved, and they asked me to step up to the stage. That's when I got involved. That was in 2016, I think, 2016. And Chano was president, and he passed the baton on. And thank you, Chano, for all that you've done, and the past presidents who are here. I know there are many of you that are here, vice presidents and committee members who have contributed your time away from family to do whether it was a festival, parade, or just different events. Last year we had a great gala thanks to the 50th committee that put that together. I thought I saw Eli. Eli, get up here. Eli Burgos, come up here.
Y yo,
What did he do now? He says he spearheaded last year's ceremonies, and we thank you for celebrating the 50th anniversary. Let's give him a round of applause. Him and the committee who put that together. That being said, I'll be short because there's a lot of speakers, but what I do want to just highlight is that, you know, ever since I've came on, and I've always said this, it's great to celebrate the raising of the flag. It's great to have festivals. It's great to even have a parade one day, right? And I always say though, that's great, but what are we doing it? What are we doing it for? Who have we helped? What kids did we get into college? What scholarships have we given out? What have we done more than the average person to make sure the next generation is better than us, right? It's like my parents would say, you know, they did as much as they could to get me to where I am today. And I tell my children that I'm doing as much as I can so they can be better than me. So I dedicate the next 50 years to doing exactly that, is to dedicate every moment of our programming, of our efforts, funding that we'll be doing to go and recruit kids, recruit families in the Puerto Rican community here in Paterson. They say that we're not here. A lot of times I hear that Puerto Ricans had left. I think Puerto Ricans are here, except they're just not coming out. They're just not coming out because we don't have enough events, we don't have locations to meet, and that's all gonna change. We're gonna work on that. And I think that we have a very large, like we did once before, a very large base here in Paterson. Que viva lo Boricua. We have 21,000, I believe. I think the census said we had about 21,000 Puerto Ricans in Paterson. And our goal is to try to reach as many of them as we can so that we can continue to celebrate our culture and it doesn't die out. Unfortunately, yeah, you can. Unfortunately, we're losing culture. We're losing our language because a lot of folks are not learning the Spanish language, right? And that's some of us. Some of us speak Spanglish, right? Broken Spanish. That's okay, but that's who we are. And I'm just hoping that everyone here participates. We have a table right hand side that we're collecting names to keep you informed because there's going to be a lot of upcoming events that we're gonna want you at. September 15th starts Hispanic Heritage Month. November is Puerto Rican Heritage Month, right? January 6th is what? Dia de los Reyes. And we're going to celebrate all that, God willing, right? And then I have some dates here. We have a program. I don't know if any of you have, if they pass out the program, but just a quick announcement. Reach out to the city coordinator who coordinates dates for flag raisings and things of that nature. We have now, and this is for you to book, we have the 52nd, this is the 51st, next year, 52nd annual Puerto Rican flag raising, August 17, 2024. We're going to continue that tradition. We're also going to bring back the festival, Friday through Sunday, August 23rd through the 25th. Okay, that's tentative and location to be determined. And then this is the grand one. This is one that I will not step down until this happens. And it's going to happen next year with God on our side. The return of the Puerto Rican parade. Absolutely. Sunday, August 25th, 2024, 12 o'clock. And we'll determine the streets and the exact locations and we'll give you all that information. And there's a ton of other events that we're going to be celebrating. So please, when you get a chance, Go to that table, put your information because we want you to be the first to know, and you can help us share that information so we have a great parade like we used to have way back in the day when I was growing up. And I believe that the Puerto Ricans are still here and we can make that happen. God bless. I'm going to introduce now Master of Ceremony, Eli Burgos.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. When things go get tough, they say the tough get going, and sometimes you have to give those tough peoples. And I see our beautiful Maritza Davila here from our city council, such a hard worker. I know that representing our senator, she spoke to me directly, Taina Poe, representing our senator Nellie Poe, and somebody who's probably, if you draw blood from him, is probably Puerto Rican. Our Congressman Bill Pascrell, and I'm going to be naming others. I see our Parking Authority Director Tony Perez. I see the members of our fire and police department. They're always here helping us. DPW, you guys are incredible. 51 years of raising the flag. I mean, it can only get better, folks. It can only get better. We're going to have the additional acknowledgments as we go forward, as I said earlier. But at this point, I would like to have, if, okay, we have our Councilwoman Esther Perez. Thank you, Esther, for joining us. Do we have are there other council members here? Oh, yes. Our council members are also here. Our former council president is here. And Oh, okay. We have members from our surrounding towns are here, and I have all your names here. Ms. Pino from Clifton is here. Thank you very much for joining us. Los Puertorriqueños, when we get together, we get together. We don't. Yeah, we left. Many left Paterson, but you know what? He comes back. Arturo Munoz, an old friend, former president of the Dominican Parade, and his lovely wife Aida. And did I see the president of the Dominican Parade here? Elsa Mantilla, of course, and don't forget, we have that event coming up. There's a whole series of Dominican events that are coming up in the next couple of weeks. Former President Frankie Gonzalez. I see Frankie Gonzalez here, twice president of the parade. They already said Arsenio Sanchez is here, and I'm sure there are other presidents that are here.
Do more every single time. So I would like to introduce the Vice President Tammy Lugo, Tamara Lugo. We have our event coordinator Erica Plaza, treasurer Karen Agosto, and there's a few others who are on their way. One of the committee members, who's actually our stage manager, just had twins, two young beautiful babies who he has to take care of right now. So he's going to try to escape if he gets a chance. I don't bet on it, but Frankie Roman. That being said, I would like to continue with the program. Is the mayor here? Is he coming? Okay, it's fine. Okay. And then we have Instashaw from Prospect Park. Where is he? There he is. We have Prospect Park in the house today. Thank you so much. How many council members do we have here? We have two council members here. Any other cities here? We have a representative from Newark, former President Ilia Villanueva, Luz Robles, who was the ambassador for the Puerto Rican parade in Newark. She's here up front. And then we have some of our honorees that you will hear more about in a few minutes. Um, that being said, I would like to bring up Instashaw. Do you and the council from Prospect Park? Councilwoman Perez.
Here comes Councilwoman Felicia Ortiz, also from our town. Que viva Puerto Rico. So, yo estaba en Puerto Rico hace 10 días atrás. Oh my God, quiero regresar. Esa isla está tan bella. Si no han ido en hace tiempo, you should go. I just returned from Puerto Rico like 10 days ago. If you haven't been there lately, you should make that on your list. It's a great island. You won't have to be afraid of not knowing who to talk to because we speak English in the island. So, all right, Eli. Okay, thank you for that. So, Eddie, you mentioned about scholarships back in the day when we did give out scholarships. So I'm glad you're bringing that back. It's awesome because our students need scholarships, and we need to build them and encourage them to become those doctors and lawyers so that they know that they have a say in the health of their families and their children. With that said, we have a proclamation here. I want to first introduce our council members. We have Councilwoman Felicia Ortiz. She's an atleta. She's an athlete from back the Olympic years. We have our newest councilman, Councilman D'Agostini. He took over Councilman Matari's place, myself, Esther Perez, and Intashan Chowdhury, who's our BA, and he's brought in a lot of innovative things to our office and our municipalities. Eddie, from the residents of Prospect Park, we want to present you with this proclamation for everything you have done for the community, for our residents who are Puerto Rican, and for the residents in Paterson. We want to thank you for everything and your encouragement. Y que viva Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much, Prospect Park. Prospect Park is our sister city. They always show up. They're always presente. It doesn't matter what background you come from. We Puerto Ricans accept everybody. We love everybody. We've had a lot of history opening up doors for other communities, and we continue to do so. And it's a pleasure to have received this for our committee. It's not for me. It's for our committee because it's not just me. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Would you please come forward and address a few words to all your other Puerto Ricans in the group here and other members of our community who always join us for these special events. Congressman Bill Pascrell, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, one of my proudest moments every year when I was the mayor was the march in the Puerto Rican parade. And there was always something going on before the parade. So that sometimes you didn't walk a straight line in the parade. You gotta see if you're with me or not here. But we always had a good time. And Puerto Ricans, as well as other members of the Latino community, were always part of my administration. And Santana was the head of the DPW, did a fantastic job. Now he has his beautiful daughter with him today and visiting us. And she's taller than he is. That's not surprising. We have so much to offer, what you offered in Paterson, New Jersey. It doesn't matter whether there's 27,000 or 47,000 or whatever. Your contributions to this city cannot be measured. I think I played on most of the Puerto Rican softball teams. They thought I was Puerto Rican. I felt proud about that. I don't know whether I played on more Dominican teams or whether I played on more Puerto Rican teams. Whoever accepted me. But this is a great city. Many people got their start here,
That's right.
like with all other groups. The difference is that Puerto Ricans don't forget where they come from. They don't forget the homeland. That's a big difference. That is a very big difference. I'm honored to be here today. Elsie and I got a busy schedule this afternoon. We're going up to Haledon. It's the big celebration of their anniversary. But I wanted to be here because when you see Eli, you see Paterson, New Jersey. You agree with me? Council presidents here, the council members, all of them. Prospect Park is here. They're in the house. Prospect Park, always. Our brothers and sisters up the hill. My friends, when I heard Eddie talk about getting the Puerto Rican parade back again, I said, I haven't thought of a better idea. That's a good idea for all of us. We just had a great parade a few weeks ago, Dominicans, the Peruvians, and marching down from Passaic. That's a long march. I can't do that anymore, but I'll try. We were in Passaic to start that parade. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you're smiling. This is a happy day for all of us. When I go to Washington, I go with the Puerto Rican community. And when I fight in Washington, they know the Puerto Rican community is with me when I fight. So look out. And the point of the matter is we're all brothers and sisters. Father Gino was good enough to come here to say the opening prayer. We are together. And the Puerto Ricans have helped us stay together. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. God bless you and count on me.
Thank. So we're very happy that you joined us. We also have the past president, I think he was president last year, of the Peruvian Parade, Guillermo Garcia. Guillo, thank you very much for joining us. Very
Fuerte aplauso para Eli Burgos, vicealcalde. Council President Mayor Maritza Davila, you said I was going on vacation. Yes, this is like a vacation because I go to Puerto Rico any day, especially when we can raise the flag here in the city of Paterson. And what I'm going to ask everyone so that we can establish the appropriate level of enthusiasm for this beautiful flag, I'm going to ask everybody to stand up at this moment, please. Please, por favor. And we are going to sing with profound pride. You ready, Council President, Councilman? Ready. 1, 2, 3. Qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera. One more time. Qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera. Thank you very much. You may be seated. First, I mentioned Eli. Come over here, Eli. He deserves more recognition. I want to thank the members of the Municipal Council that saw fit to follow through with our desire to finally name a street for this living legend, Eli Burgos. And we even repaved all the roads by his house except in front of his house. Sorry, Eli.
It's coming.
It's coming soon. It's true. Overlook is coming soon. Overlook next year. That's right. So's Christmas, so let's not get too excited here. I had an opportunity, or should I say an honor, to visit La Isla del Encanto. Yes. La Fortaleza, El Moro, El Yunque. I loved it. Bayamon, Ponce. I visited Parque de Bomberos. I went to Ponce so I could be as young as Stephanie Pabon over here. By the way, I got to tell you, if you don't know the director, you just heard from her, and she's a very impressive young lady and a leader in our community. One of the best hires I ever made was Stephanie Pabon. Not a bad hire either was our director of security, Hector L. Nieves. Director Hector, where are you? He's working, that's where he is. But I also want to express my gratitude to Commissioner Eddie Gonzalez. Because I don't know if you followed him on Facebook or follow him on Facebook. We almost lost Eddie Gonzalez. And by the grace of God, he not only survived a very traumatic time in his life, but he's here leading us as we raise the Puerto Rican flag today. So we salute you, Eddie Gonzalez. He lost 20 pounds. I gained 5 of those. Anyway, I want to talk about the flag. Very important. So, pinching my. Okay, anyway. I had chicharron before I came here. Calm down. I want to talk about the flag because it is beautiful. It's a beautiful flag there, Eagle. The red stripes, the 3 red stripes, are for the blood that was shed by Boricua warriors. The white stripes are peace and for victory. And the star in the middle is for Puerto Rico. And then ultimately, that flag, the blue, represents the beautiful skies and the ocean in Puerto Rico, La Isla del Encanto. And so today, we are all Puerto Rican. Yo soy Boricua. Hasta muerte. Come on. And I see the crowd. I'm very impressed, by the way, with your audience. There's about 100 plus people here. I think Councilman Luis Velez has invited all of us to his wedding tomorrow, which will be the biggest celebration of Puerto Rican heritage, history, and heroics. Councilman, I got fitted for my suit, but I'm going to wear this guayabera tomorrow to your wedding. I'm just letting you know. And so we're honored to have Puerto Rican representation in this city. We're honored that we can celebrate Puerto Rican heritage, Puerto Rican history, and Puerto Rican heroics and Puerto Rican heroes. So I salute all that are being honored today. And on behalf of the city of Paterson, which I'd like to consider the capital of Puerto Rico here in the United States of America, que viva Puerto Rico!
Thank you, Mayor Andres. He always comes here just to practice his Spanish. All right, so don't think he's here for any other purpose. He just like to practice his Spanish. And he also mentioned the Vice President of the City Council, Luis Velez. These events do not happen without the support of the City Council, in particular those 3 with Puerto Rican heritage, Luis Velez, Maritza Davila, and Councilman Jackson, all of Puerto Rican descendancies. So we're very, very happy that we're also joined by our Deputy Mayor, Maria del Pilar Rivas, is here, she's also a former president of the Peruvian Parade. I failed to mention before that we have Elsa Mantilla is also a deputy mayor of the city of Paterson, among the many, many things that she does. Oh, and we have our Danielle Imhoff. Danielle, please, wave to the crowd. Danielle Imhoff is our county clerk, and and she's a big supporter of our community, our activities. Danielle, thank you very much for everything you do at the county level for all of the community. Thank you very much.
You too. Come here. I know she doesn't like being in the limelight, but they know better. This is my beautiful family who always support me in everything I do. They always try to convince me not to do more, but they support me anyway. So I want you guys to hang out up here for a little bit if you don't mind, okay? Thank you. And we're gonna continue with the presentations. The next person that we're gonna present is Orlando.
Buenas tardes, Boricua. Huepa. Tengo el honor hoy. Es un honor para mí que me haya tocado Orlando. So, aquí voy. Hoy honramos al comisionado del condado de Passaic, Orlando Cruz, con el premio del Servicio Comunitario Comercial de Héroes Anónimos. En el 2018, el señor Cruz fue seleccionado para servir como director ejecutivo del Distrito de Mejoras Especiales del Centro de Paterson, marcando un momento crucial y oportunidad para que él trabaje más de cerca con la comunidad de Paterson. Más tarde se convirtió en el presidente de la Cámara del Comercio Greater Paterson en junio del 2021, la cual un logro innovado como el Premio Latino Minoría, que ocupa este estimado puesto. En particular, la influencia de Cruz se expandió aún más, ya que también fue designado presidente de la Cámara de Comercio de Greater Wayne. En marzo 2023, el señor Cruz fue designado para servir como uno de los comisionados del condado de Passaic, que representa más de 16 municipios, incluyendo Paterson. como seda del condado. Más allá de sus logros profesionales, el compromiso inquebrante de Cruz con su comunidad lo ha valido numerosos elogios por encima de todo lo más que valora es ser un esposo, padre, dedicado a sus 3 hijos. Ayúdame a felicitar al comisionado Orlando Cruz. ¡Huepa!
¿Aquí hay boricua hoy o qué? It is an extreme honor for me to be standing here today before you, a representative of my native Puerto Rican community, a representative of all Latinos in the city of Paterson, but now especially in Passaic County, where we are 45% Latinos in the entire county of Passaic. We now represent 45%, that's one half, almost one half of the entire county is Latino. So it is an honor for me to be a representative on the county level, to continue that legacy, continuar ese legado de tanto que vinieron antes de mí. Already, huh? Gente como Eli Burgos, gente como Joey Torres, como Ilia Villanueva, como Eric González, como mi compadre Manny Martínez y muchos aquellos que nos abrieron el camino para nosotros y las próximas generaciones poder seguir yendo a cualquier lugar, entrando en cualquier salón, en cualquier reunión, plantando esta bandera y decir que aquí llegó un latino y a nosotros nos van a tener que respetar. Así que muchas gracias, que Dios los bendiga y que viva Puerto Rico.
Thank you very much, Commissioner, and thank you for representing us at the high levels of county government. I want to let
Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. La cumbia que ya te llama, el tumbal que la reclama, y un coro que dice así. Y un coro que dice así. Oh, no, 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 no. Ahora sí. Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. La tumba que ya te llama y el tambor que la reclama y un coro que dice así. Y un coro que dice así. Oh, no, 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 le canto mi guaguancó. Escucha que con Ángel la voy no hay quien pueda, la esencia la traigo yo, bombo. Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. Hemos llegado aquí a cantar y alzar bandera, saludo a los boricanos. Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. Escucha usted cómo se goza la esencia del guaguancó, bombo. Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. Vengan conmigo a disfrutarlo, la esencia del boricó. La esencia la traigo yo. Escuchaste la esencia del guaguancó. Como lo bailan los boricanos, así también bailo yo. Escucha usted la esencia del guaguancó. Que en la ciudad de Paterson Paterson venimos a hacer bandera, todito los puertorriqueños, señor. ¡Ah! Pero que mira cómo baila ese pollito, así se baila en New York. Vengan todos a bailarlo, que aquí yo te invito yo. Los boricanos donde se encuentran bailan mi salsa con mucho sabor. Escucha, mira cómo lo gozan aquí en la ciudad de Paterson. ¡Ajá! ¡Que viva Puerto Rico! En el ritmo del tambor y el repique del bongo fue donde nació. Y con maña y precisión, fuerza bruta y corazón, se le puso el canto. Con lágrimas de alegría, las voces resplandecían, repitiendo mi lamento. Qué contento yo me siento y también lleno de orgullo al saber que mi borinquen tiene montuno. Qué contento yo me siento y también lleno de orgullo al saber que mi borinquen tiene montuno. ¡Ay! Tiene montuno, tiene montuno, tiene montuno, borinquen tiene montuno. Lo he cantado en todas partes, escucha bien borinqueño, soy un íbaro aguadeño que sí sabe del montuno. Tiene montuno, tiene montuno, tiene montuno, borinquen tiene montuno. La envidia no me molesta, son detalles que yo vivo, por eso a mí no me fuñe al oír niño bonito. Tiene montuno, tiene montuno, tiene montuno, borinquen tiene montuno. Soy puertorriqueño 100%, soy del pueblo de Arecibo, en Islote fui criado y en Paterson es donde yo vivo. Tiene montuno, ay nada más, tiene montuno, tiene montuno, borinquen tiene montuno. Y hoy le queremos dar las gracias a todos los borincanos que se han dicho aquí presentes a levantar la bandera, todos somos hermanos. ¡Agua! Para que goce, aquí me crié yo también. ¿Cómo? Tenemos uno, tenemos uno, tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno. Para componer un son, hacer tu huevo duro, engaño terror ingenio, si acaso conoce uno, uno. Tenemos uno, tenemos uno, tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno. Con orgullo yo les digo, puertorriqueño yo soy, y esa tierrita donde yo vengo, por ella doy la charanga. Boricua, Boricua. Dale la bola en el trombón. Tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno, mamá. Tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno. Para componer un son, hace falta un buen montuno. Tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno. Que venga el cuatro, que venga el tres, yo sigo siendo el número uno. Tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno. Ay, pero dale, vamos, poquitito de aliado, a ese bonito montuno. Tenemos uno, tenemos uno, ¿cómo? Tenemos uno, porque tenemos uno. Aléjate de mí, no quiero verte. Tu amor es una plaga que lastima. Contigo yo he tenido mala suerte y en mi corazón daga como espina. Y allí como se encuentra una moneda rodando por las calles de la vida. Yo me cambio porque me quema el amargo sabor de tus mentiras. No me importa que me trates con desprecio, ni me importa que la forma en que me miras. Que amores como tú no tienen precio, se encuentran al doblar de cada esquina. Amores como tú no tienen precio, se encuentran al doblar de cada esquina. Aléjate de mí, no te quiero más. Sigue tu camino, anda ya y déjame en paz. Aléjate de mí, no te quiero más. Óyeme bien, mamita linda, no te vistas que no vas. Aléjate de mí, no te quiero más. Su saben, no lo niego. Te quiero, mamita manda, como mamita linda. Oye, que va. Rumba. Oye, me va a mí. Hay que gozar la vida porque si no. Mira que viene caliente, los boricuas ¿dónde están? Boricuas que digan hueva. Anda, sigue tu vela. No te quiero más. Sigue con tu mamá. No te quiero más. Si sabes que no te quiero. No te quiero más. Anda, ven, déjame en paz. No te quiero más. Y no te quiero, y no te quiero, mamá linda. No te quiero más. En el piano está tocando el señor Igor. Sigue con tu mamá. No te quiero más. Tú nos atrapaste y trataste. No te quiero más. Y no supiste apreciar. No te quiero más. Toda mi vida te di. Mira como tú me tratas. No te quiero más. De una manera imparcial.
Thank you, Eddie. Commissioner Eddie Gonzalez. Good afternoon. ¡Que viva Puerto Rico! We gotta do this again. ¡Que viva Puerto Rico! Hoy somos todos puertorriqueños aquí, como dijo nuestra directora Sandra Pavón. Yo voy a hablar en español porque es una lengua bella que nos une. Y quiero decirle a cada uno de ustedes de la ciudad de Paterson que no solamente hoy somos todos puertorriqueños. La comunidad puertorriqueña fue quien le abrió la puerta a todos los latinos que viven aquí para que hoy podamos tener oficiales electos sirviendo en nuestra ciudad. And we definitely have to say this in English. The Puerto Rican community was the community that opened the door to so many Latinos to serve in the political arena at all the different levels. So before I continue, this is the governing body, and I've been promoting unity since I became the council president. And Councilwoman, I'm going to tell you something. When you guys elect me as a council president, I took a flight to Puerto Rico to celebrate. I went to Guaynabo, I went to Bayamon, a comer bacalao, pionono, and I have a week. So it was so beautiful there. The island of Puerto Rico is a beautiful community, and Paterson is a great city because our Puerto Rican community, they call Paterson home. So I'm going to start from our councilman, Luis Velez from the 5th Ward, a great councilman.
Thank you, Council President. ¿Dónde están los puertorriqueños de verdad? ¡Que viva Puerto Rico! Déjeme decirle algo rapidito. El concejal dijo que tan pronto fue electo presidente del concilio, él por obligación le dije, yo te doy el voto si tú vas a conocer a los puertorriqueños de verdad. Y tuvo que ir para allá. Él lo que nos dijo fue que yo le pagué el pasaje. Estos boricuas son una jodienda. So, déjeme decirle algo en serio, en serio. Yo no voy a hablar aquí que hoy todos somos puertorriqueños, que todos somos esto. Cada cual tenemos un espacio en nuestros corazones para poner a la comunidad entera. Independientemente de dónde usted venga, dónde usted nazca, qué bandera usted tiene, Paterson es una ciudad que le da la bienvenida a todas las ciudades, a todos los países, a todas las personas. Pero quiero decir esto en una nota bien seria, por si acaso se le olvida. Este muchachito que está aquí, que mide 6'5", nació en Puerto Rico, comió de teta puertorriqueña y será siempre puertorriqueño. No se lo olviden. Cuando yo dije que quería ser concejal, yo llevo 36 años trabajando en esta ciudad. Y a pesar que a mí a veces se me ha ignorado por tanto alto que soy, pero soy orgulloso de ser puertorriqueño y ayudar a otras comunidades para que brillen como brilla Puerto Rico. Dios me lo bendiga.
Councilwoman Dávila.
Para los que no me conocen, yo soy Marita Dávila, su concejal general de aquí de la ciudad. Le doy gracias a Dios que me ha dado una oportunidad de tener un tercer término. Fui elegida el año pasado y estoy siempre aquí para la comunidad. Pero para que no sepa así, yo vengo de raíces puertorriqueñas. Mi madre que está en el cielo, ¿cuánto nos hace falta, mis hermanas? Ella nació en San Sebastián del Pepino, igual que mi hermana Mayra, que está aquí también, ¿cómo se dice? La primogénita, la primera, que también trabaja para la ciudad. Bienvenida Mayra, y mi hermana Ginette, mi cuñado, JC, and Rolling with Dennis. Pero nada, lo que le quiero decir es que vivo orgullosa de ser boricua, de ser peruana, americana, nacida, criada en esta ciudad, y le doy gracias a Dios por los principios que me enseñó mi madre, y yo siempre diré presente a la comunidad. Cuando yo me entrego a una persona, yo hasta la muerte. Ahora, de la otra manera, también. Con eso se lo digo todo, los quiero mucho. ¡Huepa! Si somos boricos, digan. Si somos boricos, digan. ¡Huepa! Elsa, disculpa mamá que no te mencioné también, y a mi constable aquí, Elsa, ¿perdón? Ay, el secretario, y mi querida Ilia.
Thank you, Councilman. We have a councilman from the 5th Ward, Alan de la Cis. His father lived in Puerto Rico for so many years, so he has a little bit of Puerto Rican blood. Councilman.
Just a little bit. Que viva Puerto Rico! And Council, I want to correct you. You said the Puerto Rican community opened up many doors for the Latino community in Paterson, but opened up for people like me to serve on the city council, and I'll never forget that. So que viva Puerto Rico! And hopefully the council can wrap up their comments shorter time frame than we do at our council meetings. So we'll be here to midnight.
Councilman Odin.
Hola, Puerto Rico! Am I sound right? I believe so, yes. Paterson is one of the most powerful cities in the earth because of our diversity. And Puerto Rican community is playing a very important role in this diversity. Your role in our economy, in our education, in our culture, history is nowhere less than any other community. We celebrate you today, and I think this is the most fitting tribute to Puerto Rican community. Again, thank you so very much for your contribution to this city. And again, together, we are the best city on earth. Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you, Councilwoman Robin.
Thank you. Let me just say, I'm here for the ceremony. Puerto Rico, you know, it's so wonderful because we always say that we're all one. And I think back in the day, back in the 80s, where we got a Eli Burgos, we got a Maria Magna, we got an Ed Cotton, because we all came together to make sure we all work this together. And we're going to stay in this together no matter what. So I want to say I'm happy to be here. We're going to raise this flag. You know, we're all one. And let's just say, Puerto Rico!
Thank you, Councilwoman. And we have a very old councilman from the first ward, Councilman Michael Jackson.
We understand it's not the flag we're raising, but this flag does represent a lot. It represents the power in the Puerto Rican people. It represents the liberty that many of us came over here to fight for. So we often do these celebrations, and I often say, so what is it all about? Today is about a single mother with 8 children who came over here who barely spoke the language, who had to feed her children with 2 chicken bones and a bowl of soup. Today is about that same single mother having dreams and aspirations for her children, and then to one day see her grandchildren be able to live the American dream. That's what today is about. Today represents the years of struggle that many people have gone through, many of our people have gone through. And Brother Burgos, a moment ago you said something. There's so many people. I don't know if it was you or Eddie. There's so many Puerto Rican people that's walking around. It's people like myself. Many people don't know. Yo soy boricua también. Mi mamá está por ahí. Mi familia son boricua también. Mi primo está un bombero. Está ahí, aquí también. And, I have to just say this because I don't come out here to raise flags in celebration and then not fight for what's right for our people all the time. So the other day, many of you see us, we're often at arms, we're often fighting against each other, but there was a sombering moment. Brother Alex, I was very, I was taken back. I was almost thinking, was I doing the right thing? Because I got everybody on my side today, but it was for the right reason. It was for the right reason. We stood in unison in support of the first Puerto Rican fire chief of the Department of City of Paterson. So, although that's significant today, because today we are raising the flag for the Puerto Rican flag, but more significantly, it's about a true Paterson, a homegrown Paterson resident, in which the department hasn't seen in a very, very long time, in which we represent. So what I'm urging all of you, and I'm taking my hat off to my fellow council members. We cannot just support our people when it's time to raise a flag. I support them 100% of the time. And when the opportunity is right, we must support our people, in which I make sure that I do 1,000% of the time. Yo soy boricua siempre, siempre, también. But I fight what's right. I fight for what's right for all of the people in our community. So thank you very much, Eddie. I take my hat off to you. Listen, this brother just had surgery on his back, and he's still out here celebrating with us. I take my hat off to you, brother, for a job well done and a fabulous outing today. Somebody said, well, it's too long. Well, we have to make up for us not having a parade and a festival. So let's take our time and enjoy ourselves together. Let's enjoy our culture. Let's enjoy our people. And to everyone out there, have a beautiful time. And thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This year, ese boricua, ese puertorriqueño celebrates 25 years on the job as the executive director of the Drugs and Tobacco Authority. I know very few people like this individual. Very quiet demeanor, does his job and does it extremely well. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say a negative word about him. Probably everybody in here, when he was selling furniture for El Dorado, has a piece of furniture, right? Everybody has a piece of furniture in their house that Tony sold him because Tony could sell a glass of water to a drowning person. That's Tony Perez. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to bring up my compadre for this legendary award. It's the legendary award. That means you have to be over 80 years of age to get it. So, but he certainly deserves this and so much more because he represents us and he represents us extremely, extremely well. They gave me 5 pages of things to read about him, and I don't think I had to use it because he's a friend, he's a compadre, and he's also our executive director of the Paterson Parking Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our next speaker, our next awardee, the Honorable Tony Antonio Perez, Tony Perez. My friend, my compadre, my brother, and the legend of the city of Paterson. Well known, well respected. I don't think there's a person in here that doesn't know him or like him. And what Tony deserves. Who's giving out the round trip tickets to Puerto Rico? There's somebody up here giving round trip tickets. Oh, it's Louis Velez. I think Councilman Velez is giving round trip tickets to Puerto Rico. We'll get him to loosen up a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, please once again help me welcome the legendary executive director of the Paterson Parking Authority, our friend Tony Perez. Tony.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Ponce es Ponce y lo demás es parking. Eli, the mayor said, you should think about getting something named after you. Me. I said, I want Route 80. Ya se acabó. Punto 80, hemos planchado. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí. Esto significa una cosa muy importante en mi vida. Todos ustedes, de una forma u otra, han jugado una parte de mi vida. Así que cuando uno es honrado por su propia gente, es lo más lindo que puede pasar. Lo más lindo. Esto es un reconocimiento que no merecido, pero humildemente recibido. De todo corazón, que Puerto Rico brille, que nos llevemos en el corazón y que nos ayudemos uno al otro para asegurar de que la representación boricua siempre esté al frente de nosotros. Elcita, te quiero, muchos años en esto. Tú eres una de las caras que cuando yo llego a un sitio me recibe con ese cariño, porque somos de la vieja guardia. Y como ella, muchos de ustedes que me dan ese calor. Así que de todo corazón, a Germina, mi corazón, a todos los muchachos que en una forma u otra estuvieron conmigo en el Parking Authority, a los casi 10 alcaldes del cual yo serví y sin número de concejales, y siempre los traté con respeto y admiración porque se lo merecen. Cuando uno toma ese paso para representar, es una cosa, ¿verdad, Mr. President? ¿Quién dijo que usted iba a estar hasta las 3 de la mañana dando Muchas gracias a todos. Los quiero mucho, de todo corazón. Muchas gracias.
Mr. President, if you would go ahead and give the award to Mr. Perez. Eso y mucho más se merece Tony Pérez como una leyenda y está dejando un legado muy ejemplar para todos ustedes que están aquí, nuestros hijos, nuestros nietos y nuestros bisnietos. Así que muchísimas gracias, Tony, te lo mereces todo.
We're going to take a picture. Make sure whoever gets an award, don't just leave. We're going to take pictures afterwards, okay?
Dos, y encontré una africana en mi familia Mi mamá es de Guayama, de los brujos, y yo nací en Utuado. Tengo nietos que son africano-americanos y tengo nietos que son dominicanos y tengo hijos también que son dominicanos. Así que tenemos que estar unidos. ¿Ok? Yo soy Tamara, nací en Puerto Rico, pero fui criada aquí en Paterson. Y cuando me preguntan quién yo soy, les digo Puerto Rican, porque también tengo orgullo de que soy de Paterson. I have many fond memories of my childhood in Paterson, helping Mami Vanilla make limber, guayando guineos para hacer pasteles con mi mamá, Gladys Reyes, watching Papi Meco make marí. He used to.
Estamos listos, vamos.
Un cielo siempre nítido, de siempre doce, y dan los plácidos, las olas a sus pies, cuando a sus playas llegó, esclavo lleno de admiración. Esta es la linda vieja que busco yo. Es Oriente la hija del mar y el sol, del mar y el sol, del mar y el sol, del mar y el sol.
¡Que viva Puerto Rico! ¡Qué bonita bandera! ¡Qué bonita bandera! La bandera puertorriqueña. ¡Qué bonita bandera! ¡Qué bonita bandera! ¡Qué bonita bandera! La bandera puertorriqueña. Thank you, everybody. Please. Hang out. Qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you to everyone who's here. We represent all cultures. The doors are always open. Make sure that you leave your information behind so we can stay in touch with you. There's a lot of activities, like I said earlier, that's going to happen. If you want to know about it, go to the registration table, the red table on the other side, and you'll be the first to know. We want to thank all of you for showing up, all the dignitaries, the community, all the elected officials, the past presidents. We got Chano in the house wearing his Puerto Rico shirt. After party at the L side, Chano's inviting his fans. I want to make sure I take a picture of all of them. If you're not in the ring, please meet me at the podium in a second.